Hello and welcome to our third episode of our Tomery High School Videocast for 2021. Again, I'm here with our student leaders, Amy and Caitlin, a wonderful part of our Student Representative Council that will be helping hosting today. This week, week 5 for term 2, certainly lots have been happening, in particular for year 7 and year 9 students. They've been wrapping up with their NAPLAN. And also, I just wanted to shout out to our wonderful teachers who have been supporting our students through that. Certainly, there's been some technical difficulties. But everyone's taken those opportunities really well and ensuring our students have the best opportunity for those exams. I'd also like to mention some opportunities coming up this week for our Year 10 students with Careers Quest. And that's a really important thing for our Year 10 students to understand what not only their pathway into Year 11 and Year 12, but their pathway into TAFE, further employment or further education outside of our school. So that's a really important thing for our Year 10s in particular as they go towards their subject selection in Term 3. For our PBL, our Positive Behaviour for Learning focus for this week, I'd certainly like to hand over to Caitlin and Amy just to detail what our focus has been.
So our PBL lesson this week focused on our school value of respect and with a particular focus on having polite conversations. Having polite conversations at Tomery High School is showing courtesy, politeness, or having good manners towards another student, staff member, or member of our community.
The tone of somebody's voice is also an important part of being respectful towards one another at school. Speaking well sounds like saying please and thank you. In class, it is raising our hand to gain the teacher's attention. It is being kind to our classmates and listening to instructions given.
So that's a really important part of what we aim to do here each and every day at our school, and not only at school but in the community. So if we can continue to have conversations with your sons and daughters about that, that would be greatly appreciated. Our focus of working in partnership with our community this week centres on attendance. If you've got a son or daughter that is away sick or has a legitimate reason, if you can provide a note for your student to come to school the next day, that will become an explained absence, and certainly something we're aiming to do with our attendance data moving forward. On the school calendar, there's a few things coming up. By the time that this episode goes to air, our parent-teacher night for year 8, 9 and 10 will be held this Thursday. And coming up in week 6 and 7, we're looking towards Reconciliation Week. So our Aboriginal education team are really working hard across the school with our learning and support team to create a wonderful Reconciliation Week for this year. I'd like to hand over to the girls. They'll certainly ask questions of our special guest this week. And our first special guest is Callum Bailey, who's our Student Support Officer.
So here we have Cal, our Student Support Officer. So Amy, would you like to ask him some questions?
Cal, can you outline the important role you play at Tomery High School to support our students?
Yeah, absolutely. So the Student Support Officer role is the primary point of contact for young people and their wellbeing. One of the common misconceptions is I'm a counsellor, part of a counselling team. What my role is to work with people one-on-one, in small groups, and also whole school initiatives to help address their wellbeing. I'm linked in with the agencies outside of a school, so often a young person might know something's not going fantastically, but they don't know why they're feeling that way, and they don't know how they get help doing it. My big role is helping young people to link them in with the supports that they need, and that can be inside of the school with our counselling team, with our year advisors. It can be outside of schools with GPs and family help services.
If a student or staff member would like to refer, If a student, staff member or parent would like to refer a student to you for support, how can they do this?
Yeah, so for parents, best thing you can do is give me a call here at the school, just through the front office on 4981 1444, and we can have a chat about anything that's going on for the young person that you look after. Alternately, I have an email address which is on the school website, and feel free to shoot me an email at any time and I'll respond or give you a call back in the near future.
Thank you, Cal.
Thanks guys.
So here we have Mr. Cluett, Instructional Leader.
So, can you detail what our school is doing with technology?
Sure. So we have a lot of new exciting things happening around school, up to 100 devices, new devices coming in to support our students and our teachers. We have over 50 new interactive screens coming into the rooms very shortly, and we have some exciting PLM for teachers to best utilise those screens in engaging our students. We have wireless adapters being installed in our classrooms. So what that means is that any student on any computer can connect to the screen themselves to display their own work in front of the class. We also have a Wi-Fi upgrade happening. We'll end up with Wi-Fi that is 4 times faster than our current capacity, which is going to benefit all teachers and all students in the classroom and outside of the classroom. We have a lot of exciting things happening around students and what they're creating. We have students creating short films. We have students helping to edit this videocast. We also have students creating infographics for assessment tasks and podcasts as well for their assessment tasks. So lots of exciting new things happening around the school.
Well, that sounds really great. How can students become involved with technology programs?
So we have a young little group called the Tomaree Techies here, where we have anywhere from 7 to 12 specialising in their own technology skills. They jump on board and support other students in the classroom as well. They're often sort of the go-to when students need that help. If they can't find myself or TSO, they'll jump in and support each other. It's really good. We've often had year 12s down the library with last minute panic, and then some of our year 7 tech gurus have jumped on to help them retrieve work that they think they've lost or something like that. Alternatively, if students want to get more involved, they can come and talk to me as well, and they can be part of that group too.
Thank you.
Thank you. So I think that's it for this week's episode of the Videocast as well. Thank you all for coming and watching, and we'll see you all next week.
See ya.